dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Da-da. Welcome back to another Getting Projects Done with me, Chris. I'm joined today by Mr. Hail Boop. Boop. Boop a Snoop. Snoop a Boop. Go ahead, say something.
No, I was just making sure you were actually live because I was trying to find you on Twitch.
Oh.
and you were still hosting.
Was I still who the hell was I hosting?
Nope, you're live now. You're live.
Who was I hosting?
You were auto hosting Duck.
Oh, Epic Duck. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know he was still streaming. Anywho, yeah. So we are getting back to work on the SkumDrekk, and I was considering maybe we should start working on the Swamp Boss himself, but I think maybe we'll hold off a little bit longer on that. I think until we get a little further along into this big old beastie. We've got the flesh and the cloth. We started working on the metallics. I'm thinking once I lay the shade wash down, well, actually I got to finish off laying off the metallics. But once we get the metallics down, then we can begin, working on the wood and such. Oh, I got to do the little ropes and everything too. Dang, there's still quite a bit to go. Are we bored of this guy yet? Are you bored?
No.
Good, because I wasn't stopping.
I was going to say, what are you bored?
9. All right.
Yes, 9. It comes after 8. Actually, I'll pose this question in the chat, so that way if I buy the box and I don't like it, I mean, I probably will like it because it's Malifaux and I actually like their minis, but then I can blame it on chat, and,
Oh, you're purchasing?
Yeah. It's their sale.
You gotta take some responsibility for your own actions, right? Can't just go, should I buy this or should I buy that? And then you buy it and you're like, I don't know why I bought this.
Yeah.
What was I looking for? Oh,
it's a lot easier though to go like, no, Coma told me to buy it.
Just blame him. Kim, hey.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. As if on cue.
I will pose the question to Coma. And whoever else joins chat, and then immediately blame them. No, I'm just kidding. Coma, are you familiar with Malifaux? Oh, I have your stream volume all the way up. I was like, why the fuck do I hear myself?
Grab some warp block bronze. Slappy-vous onto the palette. Oh.
Here you go, Coma. You're familiar with the game at least. Okay. So, here we go. Because it's the holidays coming up and they put out their alternative boxes. Coma, fish people, zombie pirates, or cyberpunk?
What about zombie fish?
I mean, there is a zombie fish in the zombie pirates, but it's mostly zombie pirates. Oh. Their big monster is a zombie fish. It's a very angry angler zombie fish.
As opposed to all the happy ones.
I don't know. I've never seen an anglerfish and asked it if it was happy or not.
Are you working on anything, or are you just browsing the interwebs?
I was working. I came home from work, and then I put together, what's her name? That Sister Battle that had the comic book. As the little Eldar follower with her.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. I don't know what the name is.
I assembled her, and he's still sitting on the sprue. And that's about as far as I got. And then I was like, eh. Well, I assembled 4 out of the 6 characters from that box I got.
Well, that's all right.
And I ran out of super glue.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And I have a new super glue somewhere. I just don't know where. Because useful shit like super glue tends to leave the hobby desk to go fix stuff around the house, and then I can't find it anymore.
Yep. That's the way it is with my glues and tapes. Speaking of which, I gotta get some more PVA glue. I'm out.
Models. The models I would say are more spindly than Kingdom Death. Como, yeah.
For the Malifaux ones, yeah, they're very spindly. Yeah,
because there's one like really really old like teacher dude for the like they're supposed to be like I guess the Yakuza faction. Or like triads because they're a mix of Japanese and Chinese characters, but they're like supposed to be like this underground crime syndicate. I forget what they're called already. 10 Thunders, that's it.
Yeah, I have them.
One of the guys who literally has that really long, like stereotypical, like old, Asian teacher.
Beard. Yeah, the Fu Manchu.
Yes, I don't know actually what it was called. I just know that like all movies involving martial arts.
Yeah, that's the stereotypical name. That's not like the official name.
Oh. I would have believed you.
No, that's typically what it's called though, because it's from a character in a bunch of old movies.
Oh.
So they call it the Fu Manchu, but I don't think that is the name. Like,
you have to glue that beard on him.
Yeah.
That beard is a separate piece to his face.
Yeah. And on the female character, her mask, and there's something else about her mask. I can't remember what it is. Because I assembled her and I think some of the skeleton samurai dudes or whatever. And they're pain in the arse.
Yeah.
Right in the crack. Nice models. But
they were really nice when they were together. And I like the scale. I mean, I enjoy the game. It's not my favorite game, but I enjoy it. It's just one of those things where like the models are indeed very spindly.
Yeah. Very.
I have guild. Well, I'm restarting my guild because I have all the old guild models that are like from first edition. So I want the new plastic stuff. But I think I'll start 10 Thunders along with the guild just for something different. Because I was looking at like the Rezzers, which are like the necromancers, but they still have the whole kind of cowboy western theme going on with them.
Right.
And guild is very cowboy western themed, so something different. Oh, the Kunoichi is sold out. Dang.
Really quite impressive how much detail is packed onto this goofy little model.
Yeah.
All these little straps and everything running over metal work and the woodwork and stuff.
I might actually not buy the special boxes because they have the individual like alternative sculpts for characters. I might buy a couple of those for a faction I actually play. forget what the Kanochi belonged to. Key and gone.
So, how you been?
Aside from working, pretty good. It is Thanksgiving week in the U.S. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so I get tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
You visiting family?
Nah, I'm going to a friend's house tomorrow for Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm gonna. My family tends to do like an early Christmas.
Jeez, at Thanksgiving?
It is. Okay, so normally I would go to my grandmother's, but she got out of the hospital not too long ago, so she can't have too many visitors. So I'm going to my friend's house for Thanksgiving, and then I have the big family Christmas, which is like, it's 2 Christmas parties with a couple hundred people each on the 3rd and the 4th of December.
Jeez.
That weekend. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, I'll be at like Christmas parties. Because it's a very large family. And then I'll have normal Christmas at my house. And then that weekend I'll go to my grandmother's. And then I go to my dad's. Yeah. It's very, very, the holidays are very busy for me.
No shit. To say
Like
the
some
least.
people like, oh, I gotta fly, for Thanksgiving. I gotta fly, and I was like, yeah, I have to travel across like the whole eastern seaboard in like 3-4 weeks.
Right.
Up, down, up, down.
Do you look forward to it?
Yeah, I actually like the holidays. So.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we had this discussion at one point.
Probably. But I'll ask again because I probably wasn't paying attention. I'm not going to lie to you. I go in and out.
Well, they came out with a new box for 10 Thunders where it's this really big. Okay, there's a normal like samurai dude, and then they have this big samurai guys. They're like samurai space marines almost. They're really big dudes with freaking miniguns.
Jeez.
It's like, oh.
Sounds like what was that movie? Sucker Punch?
I never watched that movie.
No. You weren't really missing much.
It just seemed like one of those like, what is it, like parody movies, like was it like epic movie and disaster movie and stuff?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a. It wasn't a comedy.
Like that? Okay.
No, it's not a comedy. It's more style over substance kind of thing. It's one of those kind of movies. It doesn't really bring anything too challenging, and it's just really just kind of a lot of pew pew and cool shit going on. It's a Zack Snyder film. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just, it's not terribly exciting or, bringing anything interesting to the table.
Yeah.
But it's got some really cool scenes, and it's got some interesting ideas.
Here's a very specific box for 10 Thunders I was looking for, and I can't remember what the hell it's called. This is it. Found it. Aha.
Aha. Aha.
Because with Malifaux, I mean, you can field whatever you want, but the lists work better if you keep it within your theme of your faction. So, like, guild, there'll be your core box, and it'll be themed around something. It might be like lawyers or guild guard, and then if you buy the keyword boxes your list actually has synergy.
Hold on, you can go in as lawyers?
Yeah, the guild, there is a sub-faction.
Oh, the guild, okay. I thought we were talking like you can play as lawyers. I'm like,
oh no, they're lawyers with guns.
gotcha.
It's just their keyword is what's it called? Internal investigation. Their keyword is elite, whereas like Lady Justice, the one that has the Ghost Rider wannabe cowboys
Gotcha.
with her, her keyword and stuff. So all the boxes have keywords on them, and obviously same keywords. Those boxes are built to work together. So what is this? Wake the Dead. Marshall. Her keyword is Marshall. So you get all the boxes with Marshall, and they'll work with her. Because you can field anything in guild. It's just your shoot, I forget what they're called. Your leader might not have synergy with whatever you're fielding if you just kind of field whatever you want. Which is kind of like 40k, in a way. You field, what's his name? That one Tau character who's in a tank, but then you don't field any tanks. And you just kind of wasted his.
Yeah. I'm not sure why anybody would do that. Kim did buy a new sofa lounge today, so that was a few 2 cent euros out the door. Oh, 1,000 maybe?
Yeah.
I try not to rip on Kim for his English.
So I caved today. Typically I like to eat healthy, but I was like, shit. And tomorrow it's going to be oh so freaking unhealthy. But I've had some pretty long weeks at work, especially since I'm attempting to quit smoking.
Oh, I didn't know you were a smoker.
Yeah. No, I don't publicly advertise it. I'm just like, hey guys,
No, but I mean, like,
you vape.
but I mean, like, yeah, we've been in each other's presence, and I mean, I never knew you were a smoker.
Oh, that's because I was drinking.
Well,
I only smoke when I can't drink.
Ah, okay.
It's a tiered thing. If it's not acceptable to be drinking, I will then smoke.
Yeah, my brother was kind of the same way. He only smoked when he was drinking.
I'm the opposite. When I'm drinking, I don't smoke. But so that means, like, obviously I can't take. Well, I can take a flask of whiskey with me to work. It's just frowned upon. I can, however, take a pack of cigarettes to work and not get in trouble.
Right.
But I've been smoke-free for about, I think it was 5 months yesterday.
Oh, wow. That's good.
So,
have you been doing like the patch or anything like that, or what have you been doing?
just cold turkey.
Cold turkey, yeah. Yeah, whenever I've quit.
I have a pack in like a drawer, but I haven't like pulled it out or anything.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah. Well, because you know it's there and it's gonna tempt you, right?
But I did cave, and I was like, I want some chicken nuggets. I want some McNuggets. So I got some chicken nuggets from McDonald's with sweet and sour sauce. And a 20 piece, because you can get them for like $5.
Yeah, I know. Every time we go to the States, we
yeah, I didn't realize how expensive McDonald's was in Canada until somebody told me like a 20-piece nugget costs like $12 to $15 Canadian.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, it's like $5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious. And not haha hilarious.
Like, I know, like, a Canadian dollar is like 75 cents. So I would have figured, you know, like a 20 piece would have been like $7 Canadian maybe. But 12 to $15 for 20. I mean, they're not great nuggets. I mean, they're okay. I don't know if they're, you know, $15 great.
Yeah. Yeah. Canada pays a high price for a lot of things. It's high taxes, right? So.
Well, yeah, I know. And then your taxes go to stuff like, you know.
Health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we pay taxes in the U.S. too. It's just, it's kind of there and then it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
Can't have our cake and eat it too. Can't have low taxes and all the programs.
Well, you
I
can.
mean, you can't.
You can. It's just the things that would really, you know, obviously get a lot of pushback is, of course, decreasing military funding, right? But America won't do that.
No. But we spend money on a lot of dumb shit. So.
Oh, sure.
Not just military spending. There was some weird, like, it was basically it's a rainy day fund, but not a rainy day fund, and they were like, if you cut that, you could, you know, fund a lot of other stuff with it. So. Whatever though, yeah, it be what it be. So.
Yeah. Yep.
No use. Unlike other people, I'm just like, no use crying about it. It be what it be.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just lucky since I was in a fire department, and I did a lot of community like volunteer work and all that shit. That the state was willing to subsidize my insurance, so I don't pay a whole lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I try and tell people, like, you don't even have to go be a volunteer firefighter like I was. There are a lot of ways in the U.S. to like get, I guess grants from the government for like shit like health insurance and stuff. But granted, it typically means you have to do something. They just won't give it to you. You have to go actually like do something.
Right. That only makes sense though. Can't just get it for fuck all, right?
Oh, I found the 10 Thunderers box with the zombie samurai and stuff in it. That's so cool. Oh, they redid Izamu the armor, the like walking ghost and samurai armor. They redid his model and he looks so much freaking cooler. Like, he was already a cool model, but he's pretty dope, as the kids would say right now.
Did you say as the kids would say?
Yeah.
What are you, 80?
No. Feel like it. After working today, I feel like it. I had a discussion with somebody. She's like, "You're not old." And I was like, "I feel like it." You know, like some old people are like, "I feel young again." It's like, I feel old. Am I old? No, but I feel it.
Yeah, getting old kind of blows, dude. A little bit.
And my mother's like, "You're in your 20s. Go do stuff." And I was like, I'd get home and I just want to, like, you know, do like the 50-year-old dad thing where it's like sit in the lazy boy and just like sit there for a little bit.
Yeah. I've been there.
the tortoise and the hare. Oh, they redid the tortoise and the hare box. They made the freaking rabbit, and that actually looked kind of scary. Yeah, I'm just browsing the. I want to get back at my local group is getting back into Malifaux.
How come?
And they just have a. Okay, so everybody plays like 40k AOS, but then we have like the palette cleanser game, and that tends to rotate.
Gotcha.
The last few months it's been Legion, but then Legion had its big Clone Wars release, and it kind of slowed down. So now they're kind of like rotating. So now everybody wants to kind of play Malifaux right now. And we'll play Malifaux as the palette cleanser in between, like, 40k days and stuff. So right now it's Malifaux, and I'd imagine in a few months it'll go back to Infinity, unless like Star Wars Armada or X-Wing like shoots out like a big box set or something.
Sophie Wow. Hey, Chris. Looking so fabulous. Hey, chat. Yeah, getting old sucks. Yeah, I know, Kim. I know. Welcome, Sophie.
I don't know if I would call Chris fabulous.
See what?
I might be stretching it.
Oh, calling me fabulous. No.
Yeah. Sophie said, "Hey, Chris."
She's saying that's looking so fabulous.
I was like, I wouldn't really call Chris fabulous.
I mean, nothing wrong with the compliment, but unfortunately it wasn't. Be like, ew, I wasn't saying you're fabulous. Aw. Kind of really need that today.
I'm going to tag Coma in this, and I'm going to tell him which box that I should get. Actually, where's Barfing Sheep? Because, I kind of have an idea what box they're going to say. Which box? But, I need a scapegoat. I just need somebody to push me over the edge that little bit, where I'm already like standing right on it. And I just need somebody to come by and go, yeah, do it.
Basically, you just need somebody to be
the scapegoat.
The scapegoat, yeah. The patsy.
I could do the totally financial irresponsibility thing and buy all the boxes. God. Yeah, but when I was putting together that Queens of the Adriatic box from Carnivale, it was I was kind of sold on the doctors for that game, because they're like plague doctors and psychiatrists and stuff. But in the lore in Venice, there was like a big tear in the sky, basically, and like all this like dark shit came out. And so the doctors, they are not doctors we would think of today. They're not too into being healers anymore. They're more like mad scientists and shit.
They've forgotten their Hippocratic oath.
Yeah, and the big tear in the sky and aliens and dark magic everywhere, and they were like, oh yeah, fuck this. Healing this dude? Nah, we're going to turn him into like a machine man thrall, or yeah, basically like machine men thralls, and there's madmen when the tear in the sky happened. You know, madmen because Cthulhu and Dagon are a thing in this universe. So like, the doctors make weapons that feed off of people's madness. So like they'll go on the streets of Venice and pick up these people who are hearing like the voices of like Dagon talking to them, and they'll strap them up, and then use that like madness as a weapon to power their weapons. I thought it was interesting. And I was like, I always typically play not necessarily the good guys, but the faction that is typically depicted as being the better. And I was like, nah, I just want to be like a total like evil faction. So it was between the cult of Dagon, the vampires, and the doctors. And I was like, well, the doctors have this because the Strigoi vampires, they're just kind of stereotypical vampires. And the cult of Dagon is cool because fish people, but the doctors just kind of like their lore and their actual models and shit just kind of were more like very inherently evil.
Right.
So I was like, so it's not really something I typically paint. I mean, yeah, I have my vampires, but for Warhammer. But at the end of the day, it's like skeletons and a vampire, whereas this is they just look like bad business. They get a seat at that. What's that DC like Council of Evil or whatever? From the trying to remember what's on. It's the antithesis to the Justice League. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Legion of Doom?
The Legion of Doom. Yes, that's it.
Doom?
Doom. The Legion of Doom.
The Legion of Doom?
The doctors just look evil, and I just haven't really hated anything that looks evil.
Evil.
Because, I mean, vampires and skeletons, but at the end of the day, GW skeleton's kind of goofy looking. I mean, even the new ones are not really, like, evil.
Evil.
Evil. No. So it's all about the doctors, and the doctor mini in the special box I got is cool because she's like a doctor of the mind. So instead of because there's like different doctors, and they there's like a plague doctor. He uses he's more of a melee character, and he uses his like plague tools and shit. Whereas there's a Doctor of the Arsenal. He uses more ranged combat. But then there's a Doctor of the Mind that uses it is the weakest like melee doctor. So they're not physically strong, but they have like aura effects and stuff they can put on enemy characters that like plays with that character's mind. So they're like a Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear, if anybody's seen. Boop is going from good guy to a bad guy. This is the villain arc.
Sophie, have you shaved the lip fuzzy off yet? Just wondering if you're changing your logo to match. I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. But who knows? I am a bit fickle, so I might.
Did you say You know who else is fickle? The gods of chaos. Does that mean Chris is possibly a chaos god?
You might have stumbled into something there.
Are we gonna have to? Somebody gonna have to make a chaos warband where their icon is a monkey, and they worship one of the not because there's other people forget there are other chaos gods. They're not just there's the big four, but there are other ones that are like more minor. Everybody kind of forgets about them. There's the fifth one nobody talks about though, because that fifth one doesn't matter. Where's Matt? Matt would be angry right now. Because he really likes the what used to be the fifth chaos god that they don't talk about anymore. But then everybody forgets that there are other chaos gods that aren't the big four. So I guess they'd be more like, I don't know, demon prince or greater demons or something.
A really fun one is the Lost in the Dam books. It explains kind of the nature of chaos. Or it might be Slaves of Darkness. I can't remember. But yeah, and
it probably Slaves of Darkness because Legion of the Damned is the Space Marine ghosties that show up and they're like, we're here to help you, and then they leave.
No. Lost in the Damned. The Chaos Realm of Chaos.
Lost in the Damned. I thought you said Legion of the Damned. Oh.
Sorry. Well, I might have said Legion of the Damned, but yeah. I meant Lost in the Damned. The Chaos books. Back in the day. And it explained pretty well of, the gods and the nature of chaos and all that made up stuff.
Cows.
What's that?
You said cows. Chaos, but instead of enunciating the K or the CH, you go cows.
Oh, you're making a joke.
Yeah.
Oh. You gotta warn me when you do that.
Get with the program.
You gotta give me a heads up when you're laying them jokes.
Get with the program.
Well, it's just so that I can remember to laugh.
This is a joke.
Man, this wash is taking forever to dry in some places. Looking nice and uneven though. Kim, don't they do D&D on Wednesdays? Barfing, I mean. I don't know. I don't know Barfing Sheep's schedule. So have you heard they're doing D&D figures in multi-part plastic now? Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Oh, WizKids is making... Oh, that's neat. Like actual model kits instead of this pre-built one. Interesting. I don't know if I'd buy them. I'd have to look at them.
Oh, excuse me. Not bad, not bad. Alright, this camera is pissing me off. I'm going to switch it to a fixed focus. Let's say let's hang out with it about here. Yeah, stupid webcam. Turn you off. Let's go right around there. Yeah. Good enough. Yeah. That's all right. Now we can kind of see what the hell I'm doing here. Some of those spots still need to dry quite a bit. So, on that note, let's move over to... Laying some color down for them ropes. What did I initially do for the ropes? It was like Zameshi Desert, wasn't it?
One of the models in the Cyberpunk Nightmare box for Mayfang, one of the 10 Thunder characters, is literally a piranha in a little mech suit.
That's cool.
I might be buying 2 Nightmare boxes. I might buy that one and the fish people one. You know what? I think this might be my color. Okay, so I went with Zameshi Desert, I think. Or Zameshi? Yeah, something like that. But I think for this, to do the ropes and everything, I'm going to go with Talaran Sand. It's a much deeper, desaturated yellow-brown. I'm going to go with that. I don't know if this is a color that's still around, but whatever. Give it the old mixeroo. Satisfying sound. Hearing that little paint sloshing around. Yeah, there we go. Kim Frameworks from WizKids. It's multi-part plastic models on sprue for D&D. Was just released or are releasing these days. Cool. Sophie, I'm tempted to get a few of the Creature Caster models, but not yet thinking about it though. But not yet. Keep thinking about it though. Creature Caster? I like Creature Caster. They started off doing things kind of, like basically imitating Games Workshop designs, but then have since gone off on their own with their own ideas, which is really cool. There's a project I have on my desk that is I'm still working on, that's from Creature Caster. That's this thing here. It's all these souls being sucked up and yeah. Still working on this. Haven't worked on it in a while actually, but anyway. But yeah, I like Creature Caster. And I'm pretty sure Buddy, who's like the main sculptor, I think he used to do like Games Workshop stuff way back in the day, something like that. Something like that. Kim, yeah, it was a golden brown. I think it was Zameshi. Yeah, I think it was Zameshi. But we're going to go with this one because this is a lot more desaturated. See how it's very, very pale. Doesn't have a lot of color to it. Apparently, I've never opened it. Well, I've never used this color.
That's hilarious. Well, she's gonna get used now. Gonna learn today.
I forgot Weird Miniatures has a Malifaux gang that they release on or like a alternative version for one of their gangs that they release every sale, and it's literally like cracked out unicorns.
Cracked out?
Yeah.
Like actual.
They're like frothing at the mouth. They're unicorns and they're like frothing at the mouth and stuff.
Sounds fun.
I just always forget that that's the thing. So every time I look at their store during a sale, I'm like, oh, yeah.
Let's send this too far. It's all right though. It's almost the same color as what I'm going for with the quills. It's kind of hilarious. Put a little too much water in it. It's all right though. I am mostly okay with that color. Mostly.
Mostly?
Mostly.
Okay. Do you think so?
I did. But the way you said
Yeah,
that
but
made me lose confidence.
But are you sure?
Yeah, just like that. You're messing with me, man. Making me all nervous.
Kill my bug, man. Kill my bug.
Yeah. Now the really tricky space. Get right under his gooch. Can it be done? Can it be done? It's done. Oh, the lengths we go to paint miniatures. Getting right into the gooch.
Why are you getting right into the gooch, though?
Aren't I?
Why?
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 To paint his rope. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Gooch. I think this brush is starting to get near the end of days.
Time to get a new brush.
Well, I've got another one. Another number one. This is a number one artist opus. But it still comes to a bit of a point. I mean, it's a number one, so it's not like it's, super detailed anyway. Mind you, though, I do eyeballs and stuff with this brush, but,
Yeah, now you don't. Alright, Chris, I got a challenge for you, okay? I want you to go to the craft store and get
excuse me.
brush and paint a mini with it.
Sorry, what was that?
I said I got a challenge for you. I want you to go to your local hardware store or whatever, get a 4-inch brush and paint a mini with it.
A 4-inch brush? Oof.
Yeah, like the one, like the ones you'd use to, paint a fence or something.
Yeah. The biggest one I have in the house right now is a 2-inch brush. And I use that in my oil painting, fairly often. Just for filling up, space, right?
Yeah.
I realize you were trying to make a joke. I told you you gotta warn me when you're trying to make jokes, but... But anyway, yeah. Oh, right, front. Oh, damn, there's a whole thing running underneath them. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Pain in my bum.
Why is it a pain in your bum?
Well, because I got to get,
Are you sitting on it?
Well, no, I got to get these little ropes that are crossing over his chest here, and there's all these little doodads and things coming down. It's annoying. It's just annoying. That's all. Kim, a bit weird when it comes to brushes. I usually have one of every NR I use from every brand I use ready to go. So I got Raphael, Winsor Newton, Eritis Opus, Da Vinci, and Broken Toad, and a few other brands in several sizes in backup. Okay. Oh, the way I read that, Kim, is that you have all these brushes out in front of you. I was like, that doesn't seem terribly efficient, but whatever works for you, buddy.
Get with the program, Chris. Gosh.
I know. Have all your brushes in front of you? I don't know. Yeah, because every time I start working, I don't know if it shows up on camera here very well, but you can see the little hair. Yeah, you can see the little hair. More and more, my brush is losing his hair. He's prematurely balding. Something to think about. I don't even know if it's premature. It's just wear and tear. I can't get in here with that brush. I need something that goes to a point. So we jump back over to my other trusty rusty brush. This is probably my favorite brush right here. It's a GW standard brush. This one, it's got a brown lacquered handle. It's when they did like an expert brush set.
I remember when they had the tank brush.
Yeah.
I remember when their paintbrushes were blue marbled handle.
Yep. Yeah, I still have some of the blue handled brushes around.
Now they used to be black handles with colored like ends on the handle, so you knew what. So when it's sitting in the rack, you knew which ones were which. Now they're all just like white handled, like artist opus brushing.
Yeah, well, the white handles is just the synthetics.
Oh yeah, for the synthetic.
Yeah, the handles are still black on the sables. I even have some other ones. I don't even know if they ever released these. I have some other ones here. Hold on, I'll show you. They were kind of, I guess, going to do the red brush and black brush thing. Yeah. I have these ones here. These are heavy metal brushes. Still have them in their protective tubes. But yeah. Just heavy metal. No markings. It's pretty much just a standard brush. Nice and soft. I have 2, 3 of these. I don't even know. I don't know. I got a bunch of brushes that I still have in my plastic tubes. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, I got one of my Series 7s here. Which one's this? This is my 00. Yeah. Don't even use my 00. I don't even think I've busted this out. I got 2 artificial brushes, regular Citadels. Well, this says medium and small. Oh. Okay, there we go. Then I have another heavy metal brush here. Actually, this one here, I can see its hairs are like all over the place. It's going to annoy me now, because now I must fix the hairs. Must fix hairs. Oh yeah, look at that. Holy Christ. That brush is all over the place. Never used. Never used, and it's all over the place. So,
tried licking it?
What's that?
So you tried licking it?
No, I'm not going to lick it.
I'm a brush licker.
Yeah. Well, same here. But no. I just grab my soap. Grab your soap. Wet your brush. Run it through the soap. Just gently. And then just draw the excess soap out. And then just draw it to a point. And that's it. And then leave it on its side, allow it to dry, and then put the cap back on and store it away. That's the easiest way of preserving your brushes and maintaining that point. Because basically this is just a conditioning phase. So, yeah. So basically all I'm doing is I'm just running the brush, making like a little V in my fingers, and then just draw the brush through to a nice little point. And I turn it as I do it, so it goes to a nice little point. I remember a while back I was gonna do a video on brush maintenance and restoration. I never did that, did I? I probably should. Yeah, that's right, because I was going to do it just the tip on it. That's right. Anyway. Yeah, so I got those two heavy metal brushes. I don't think they ever sold these. These are just heavy metals. But anyway, yeah, they are two different sizes. Because that one's more like the standard size, and that's more like the artificial size. Anyway. And of course, I got this. My Batman cup has all my regular G-dub brushes and stuff, and, you know. Yeah, it's my Batman cup. See? Batman. I'm Batman. I've got like 3...
I'm Batman.
Jesus, he scared the shit out of me. I've got this other one over here. Because I got a bunch
Have you seen the College Humor Batman?
Yeah,
where,
oh yeah. Batman?
Where he's like sitting in the bathroom,
Yeah.
practicing saying, I'm Batman. I'm Batman. And then, you know, he goes out to fight crime and he's dangling he's dangling the robber over the roof. And the robber goes, who are you? And he's like, I'm Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. So I got this artificial brush here.
Yeah.
Bent for her pleasure. It didn't come this way. I was aggressively cleaning my brushes one day, and I ended up dinging this right into my table and bent the ferrule. So I said, you never know. It might still come in handy. Yeah, I got these old blue ones right here. Yeah. Standard brush. Just like that blue marbly. I don't even know what the date is on these brushes. Do they have a date on them? I don't know. Yeah, and then they had these other ones, these older Citadel ones. They had the end caps painted so you could separate them, tell them apart. What's this? I think this is the Vallejo. Oh, this is an army painter. Yeah, here, is this tank brush? No, this is a large dry brush. Where's the tank brush? I don't know. They got some of these really old Citadel ones. The pure red. I can't remember. I have one that's like probably still one of my oldest brushes. I no see. Oh shit! Pop the cap off. You know what though? I wonder why they don't continue making this brush, the stippling brush. It has very firm bristles, like very firm. These are like almost like hog hair or something, maybe horse hair, but they're really, really firm. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. Why don't they make that brush anymore? Like with the, you know, really firm bristles. This cap came off. I don't even know which one it was on.
Why don't they what? Make brushes with really firm bristles, you said?
Yeah, like this old GW stippling brush. Mm-hmm. Right? It's got very firm bristles on it. Like it comes this way.
Why they don't make that anymore?
Yeah, they don't. I don't think they make this anymore.
No, they don't make a stippling brush anymore.
No. But this one was really super handy for like doing the blood effects because you could just dip the brush in it just a little bit and then flick it.
I want to look because that brush handle doesn't look used.
The handle?
Like it looks new.
Well, I've only used it a few times. I mean, it's got color in it. I've used it, but yeah, it's just not as well used as like my artist opus here. I use this all the time. That's why it's dirty. Dirty.
Brush.
Anyway. No, because I still have... Shit, I even have this brush here. Yeah, this is a really, really old one. And it doesn't even have bristles. I basically use this to push glue around. It's a really old Citadel brush.
Yeah, I don't think they make a stippling. I mean, they have like the dry brushes. I guess you could stipple with those, but
yeah, it's not the same though.
They're not. Yeah, they're not the same as that one.
No.
I guess that's like. Yeah, they don't make that stippling brush anymore. They must have just made that one year when because they come out with new brushes. It feels like every like 2 years or something. It's like they redesign the brushes for some reason. Even though they don't have to, they just freaking do it. Nobody knows why.
I have this brush here, which is an Army Painter dry brush, and it feels like it's the same stippling hairs. It's very, very firm, which, I don't know, for dry brushing, I don't really like. I prefer a nice soft dry brush.
I don't know why GW stopped making this different brush.
Yeah, I don't know.
GW is weird because they'll come out with brushes that seem to only ever be in that one series of brushes, but they rotate their brush designs like every 2 years.
Yeah.
So,
and apparently, the Artificer brush, that's made by Winsor Newton. They contract that out to Winsor Newton for that. I didn't know that. Apparently.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I am not
a brush connoisseur?
No. I have brushes I like, but I'm not like, really into my brushes. It's kind of there.
Yep. Doesn't mean shit, really. I mean, some it's tools of the trade. Some others it's just it's just a fucking brush.
What is it? Shoot, I forget the guy's name. I should remember it. U.S. painter. He only ever uses brushes from like the dollar store.
Sure.
So it really is down the artist, but a good tool can make your life a lot easier.
Yep. It does.
As somebody who's worked with tools practically their whole life, yeah, you can get the cheapest tool, and if you're not really good at your trade, yeah, sure. But if you're good at your trade, you can continue with cheaper tools, which is fine. But nicer tools do tend to make the job easier.
Definitely. Well, and the fact that they're less likely to break under usage for these, tools, right? If they're made of proper steel and what have you, they'll last a long time, taken care of. You should always take care of your tools. Because why? Take care of your tools, and they'll... God damn it, Boop.
They'll take care of you.
There we go.
I was typing.
Oh, were you?
I was texting somebody.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. Because I can't blame Coma, so I messaged a friend and I was like, "Which nightmare box?" And he's like, "Fish people." And I was like, "Okay, it's your fault."
I think you're just looking to blame somebody.
Yes, because I can't blame you.
You can blame me all you want.
No, I mean, I can sit there and go, should I get this Malifaux box or this Malifaux box? And you'll go, yes.
Well, yeah.
Because you know what I'm trying to do.
I mean, you do you, Boop.
Oh, Greenleaf Terrain Studio. Way to text. Way to brush. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to sleep.
Greenleaf, Adam. Holy carmoles, he's just spamming up my chat. What's going on here, buddy? Greenleaf, volume on, lights dim, pants off. Shut up, Mom. Chris is on. Sophie, I tend to favor my Army Painter Regiment brush a lot. Yeah, the Army Painter brushes are fine. I mean, they're good. As far as like the synthetics are concerned, they're really good brushes. I mean, people go on and on, but I mean, like, when people are shitting on Citadel brushes, it's often because, they open up the brush and, like, that has errant hairs and shit like that. And, I mean, like, that's going to be common for any brush. Any brush can fall through the cracks of the manufacturing quality control.
Well, that, and a lot of times it's like, a quick brush over the tongue or a wet finger or something will fix it.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, when you go to a store and you're looking at the brushes, do you lick the brushes?
Oh, I'm assuming these people already bought them.
Right, but when you go to a store and you're looking at the brushes and you want to ascertain whether or not you want to purchase said brush, do you lick it? I'm asking you, Boo.
No. I'm sitting there, I was like, no, I'm not like those people that go to ice cream stores and lick the ice cream carton and stick it back in the freezer.
Yeah. Well, because like,
I'm not one of those people.
well, because
No,
I
but
mean,
I
like,
was saying, like, that's what I use. Like, if I get a brush and for some reason an errant hair shows up before I use it, I just lick it, and typically, it's all good, all better.
right? Because I mean, like, you're doing it, and you're looking at it, and then you go, oh, you know what? I think I'll pick this up next time. And then, you end up fucking.
Well, to be fair, I could probably troll my GW manager, who's a friend. Cause I bring a wet palette with me to the shop when I go there, the hobby. If one time I was using, because he sets the cups out every morning and he fills them with water for people in the hobby. I picked up one of the cups and I started pouring it in my wet palette because I don't travel with water in my wet palette because I was just asking for shit, water to get everywhere. So I was pouring water from the cup in my wet palette, but he was sitting at the counter, with the register till, and he thought I literally just picked up the cup and started dumping it on the table. So I wouldn't put it past him for me sitting over there at the rack and him thinking that I licked one of the brushes or something. Sophie, brush licking is horrid. Yeah, well, I can tell you right now, Zero C's Purple is the best GW flavor. Or Zarius Purple? I don't know what's it called. Zarius Purple. It's the best GW paint flavor so far.
Tastes like grape.
It tastes like purple. And luckily, GW paints are not lacquer, so they are non-toxic. I mean, you will still get sick and do some serious damage if you're like to sit there and just start downing pots like shots. But a little bit of Zarius Purple will not kill you. Unlike, is it Tamiya that's lacquer based?
Well, Tamiya offers a lacquer-based paint line, but no, they're solvent-based acrylic, like alcohol-based acrylic.
What's the
Humbrol.
lacquer?
Humbrol.
Humbrol, that's it. The one that's like at every hobby store.
Yeah.
And there's like little glass containers. That will kill you if you drink it.
Yeah. Testers, Humbrol.
Testers, that's it. Humbrol, that stuff will kill you if you drink it.
It's all enamel-based. Enamel-based paints are basically oil-based paints. Kim, think most of us mini painters do lick the brush. We do so much work with the tip of the brush, so it's easy way to pull it after a rinse. Yeah, usually.
A lot of hobbyists are brush lickers.
Yeah. Can't help it. It's an old habit. I don't think it's going anywhere.
No, what I don't do is turn the back of my hand into like a palette.
Oh yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah. No.
I will occasionally, if I only need a little bit, I will turn my thumbnail into like a little mixing palette for a glaze. If it's something I need to do right then and there, and I don't, have because I'm bad when it comes to palette space management. And there has been a few times where I've gone to make a glaze, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't have anywhere to put this on my palette, and I was like, well, my thumb will have to do, my thumbnail will do, but I typically don't sit there and paint the back of my hand basically.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people do that.
Yeah, it's a really bad habit of that. I don't understand it. I mean, I've seen an artist way back in the day who did that. He paint on his thumbnail, and then all of a sudden it seemed like everybody was doing it. And I'm thinking because it was because of this artist, because he was an award-winning artist,
Mm-hmm.
and he was doing it for a demonstration and like his techniques. But apparently, what everybody got from that tutorial was, paint the back of your hand or paint your skin, and people will think you're a goddamn pro at miniature painting when it's really quite silly and inaccurate. For example, I know there's a lot of people out there who, when they're testing their glaze, and they'll run it across their skin, and that is to test whether the surface tension of the paint, the viscosity. But running the paint on your hand versus running it on the model surface, those are those are completely different. There's oils on your skin to begin with, so that's going to mix with the paint. And also, I mean, it's not a good habit, especially if you work predominantly in water-based acrylics, but then switch over to, say, something that's more alcohol-based or enamel-based. You're going to end up with that paint in your skin. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do that. It's not a very good habit. The brush licking, it's not a good habit either, but, a good way to get out of the habit is start working with more alcohol or lacquer-based paints, and you'll get out of that fucking habit real quick. Or poison yourself, one of the two.
Yeah. No, I've only ever really emergency. I don't have a palette with me. I need to do a glaze. The back of my thumb or my thumbnail will do. Because there have been times I've gone to the hobby store and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot my wet palette. Oh, I can paint because I'm just doing layer, and it's like, oh, well, I need the glaze, and I can't glaze with a paper towel.
Right.
So the thumb gets
Yeah.
only did it a few times. One time it was slightly gray, transparent gray.
Yeah, that's just one of those things that I noticed just over the years. It seems like
But
in
I
the
don't
last
sit
10
there
years.
intentionally every painting session paint on the back of my hand. I don't do that.
No. And the thing is that even with my other painting, when I'm working in oils and my canvases and stuff like that, I don't paint on myself. I'm not in the habit of having paint everywhere. And I kind of get this impression that you're not an artist unless you're covering yourself in paint. And that I don't understand either, because that doesn't mean shit. Other than you have messy work habits. And an artist with messy work habits, well, they're not likely to be very productive because they're just constantly messy. And you know what I mean? It's like going into a garage, right? It's going into a garage to have your car fixed. The really good mechanics, their garages are orderly and ready to go, right? Versus the unprofessional mechanics, where their shit is just all over the place. Now, would you lose confidence in a mechanic that's garage is just completely littered with crap and there's just junk, and you know what I mean? It wouldn't make any sense, would it?
I'm guessing this is the caveat where I'm a new customer pulling up. Yes, I would be like, this is kind of weird.
Right, exactly. You'd be like, what the fuck? Because, fucking shit's everywhere, and, you would lose confidence in that mechanic. Well, an artist is a similar thing. because it ties into their productivity in this society we live in, as far as artists being able to, turn product around and, put out an idea or, do a commission. They need to be orderly if they wish to succeed and do what they love. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But then there's many things that don't make sense to me. Sophie, those that do it often spend days painting, probably consume a pot of water and paint a pot of paint a year. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, me personally, I mean, like my rinse cup is on my right hand side because I always rinse with my right. I'm right hand dominant. But when I'm drinking or have my beverage beside me, it's with my left hand.
I've done something like that once.
What?
I have confused my drinking cup and my paint cup.
Yep.
At one point.
I've done it. Everybody's done it. It's a very common thing. Hell.
But I took a big sip, and I was like, this is not what I thought it was.
I mean, this is my rinse container right here. It's a goddamn big pickle jar.
So I switched what my paint water rinse cup goes in. I switched what my rinse cup basically is, because for a while I was just kind of using a mug or solo cup or whatever. And I was using a mug. I had another mug that had rum in it, and the rum and the paint water ended up being the same color. And I just kind of picked up a mug, took a big swig, and I was like, this is not what I thought it was. And, yeah, so I have had a pretty big mouthful of paint water.
Oh yeah, everybody has. Everybody that's been in this hobby for any length of time has drank their paint water, has eaten paint, has, done something that's kind of embarrassing at some point. Yeah. It's alright. It happens. Don't mean shit. Other than, if it was fucking lead paint or something like that, then go see a fucking doctor or something, but yeah. How the hell did I have my palette arranged? There we go. Screw it. Oh yeah. Sophie, I use the palette to get a tip on the brush and take the excess paint off. Too much is applied. My hobby area has to be organized, even in my stack of model boxes in order. 40k, Blood Bowl, etc. All in neat piles. I'm not that bad. But I'm pretty close to that, yeah. It's a little OCD, So, I hear you. I hear you, Sophie. I hear you. I completely understand. Kim, I also have my coffee on my left and a huge pot water on my right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you have a dedicated workspace, just, your pickle jar or whatever. I think this was this was pickled eggs. This quality bar food, for fuck's sakes. This pickled eggs. I can't remember where the hell this jar came from, but anyway.
Quality bar. I've never been to a bar that sold pickled eggs.
I don't know, but anyway.
What kind of bars do you guys have in Canada?
The kick-ass kind, man. I mean, alcohol is expensive here, but the bars are fun. And the bar food's really good. The joint we used to go to all the time when we used to take lunches when Mini Wargaming was in a different location. It's the old location. The bar was a lot of fun and had pretty good food.
But you get cream fraiche on your food there?
Get what?
Cream fraiche or whatever the hell it's called. That's fancy freaking French cream they put on everything at fancy restaurants. Cream fraiche, I think it's called, or something.
Fuck, I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Thought you were fancy.
No.
cream. It's just fresh cream.
I got your fucking fresh
But
cream
it's
right here.
French. So it's creme fraiche. Or something like that.
I think you're making this up.
It's like sour cream. Sour cream's closest thing I can think of.
You sure you're not thinking of mayonnaise?
No, it's a sour cream.
I am not sure what you're talking about.
It's literally fresh cream in French.
Well, literally, I've
It's
never
a very big
seen
thing
it.
in fancy restaurants in the U.S.
That only further reinforces my belief that most Americans don't know what the fuck they're putting in their mouths.
I mean, yeah, I drank paint water thinking it was rum, so... And I'm getting a 20-piece chicken nugget. God knows what the fuck's in that, but it was $5, so...
Yeah. Fucking $5 McNuggies. Can't go wrong.
This stuff will probably kill me, but $5 McNuggies.
What is the cost of diabetes? $5.
Yeah, crispy like American style. No, we know what we're putting in your mouth, Chris, and it was $5.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's that whole joke that, like, you can't get actual cheese in the U.S. You can get actual cheese in the U.S. It's just cheese product costs, like, 50 cents less.
Good God.
So, like, I go to the store, and I buy the actual cheese, but, people like to joke about American cheese not being real cheese. You can get real cheese here, just the fake cheese product is, like, 50 cents cheaper, and that's why people get it. No, we know exactly what we're getting. It's just like with the $5 McNuggies. It's cheaper and it's a lot more.
Good God, man. Sophie, everyone has spilled the wash paint. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Everybody's Null oil. Well, what was it before Null oil? Bad Black. Spilt that many times. I don't know when that first came out because
I still have Ogre and Flesh wash.
Ogre and Flesh, yeah.
Ogre, yeah. That was the worst tasting GW paint ever made.
Now we're rating them.
Yes, and Ogre and Fresh. I mean, all Ogre and Fresh. I said Ogre and Fresh.
Are you fucking drunk?
No.
You sound fucking drunk, man.
I'm not.
Fuck. No, I swear to God, I'm only having Ogre and Flesh. You son of a bitch.
It's the worst. It's all those years eating paint catching up.
Fuck, apparently. Holy shit, man. You don't tell me what kind of ogre flesh I'm gonna eat some ogre
don't
flesh.
Tell me what I can and cannot eat, okay?
Fucking hell, man.
No, Ogre and Flesh is the worst tasting GW paint ever. And it smells bad. It actually stinks.
I don't remember.
It has a mild odor. If you do come to this Adepticon, I will bring a pot of Ogre and Flesh.
Well, we're gonna go fucking huff
It's
GW paint in the parking lot or what?
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, it's the only GW paint you can huff because all the other paints don't give off a fume.
Good God, man.
Just be sitting at, freaking Adepticon in a parking lot with like a freaking trench coat. And you open it up and it's just like rows upon rows of Ogre and Flesh. It's like, hey, bro, you want to?
Yeah, it looks like looks like one of those opium dens. Everybody's sitting around huffing GW paint.
Freaking pots of Ogre and Flesh.
Fuck.
Yeah, there are those old GW shades. Back when they first came out with them, not the inks. I'm talking about when they started going. These are washes and shades.
Yeah. They
fucking stink.
I don't remember them
Ogre
stinking.
And Flesh stunk the worst.
Yeah.
And by God, if you spilt that on something, that thing would like stink for days.
Yeah, I don't remember them stinking though. But
The
I'm not
overstuffed
saying
one did.
I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything. I don't remember the smell, because like as far as like fond memories, smelling paint and everything like that, like modern GW paint does not smell like the old GW paint. And the only modern GW paint that smells like similar to that classic smell is Typhus Corrosion, the technical. That's the only one that brings back that memory. It has that old school smell.
Typhus Corrosion. I'll have to go huff it and tell you if it smells.
Yeah, because like I can grab like an old Citadel pot and it'll have that smell. Like, because like in my youth I was like this all the time. I mean, like my paints and you know what I mean, I had everything going and I wasn't as paint conscious as I am now. Like I was sitting there painting with my paint pot wide open and you know shit like that, right? Didn't really work from a palette when I was young, and you know, it's only as time goes on that you develop the better habits. Especially when you're, you know, being mindful of where your dollars are going. When I was in high school doing this stuff, I mean, like a lot of this stuff did come out of my pocket, but sometimes it was also, you know, parents and stuff, you know, buying shit for me and what have you. I used to always pester my dad to stop in Toronto, because there was a Games Workshop there, and have him pick up models for me, because he'd have layovers in Toronto. Have him pick me up models. And of course, he'd always have some sort of story as well when he'd come back and, yeah, I went to that store you told me to go to, and holy fuck, there's a bunch of fucking kids around here, and goddamn little bunch of nerds, and shit like that. Go. Damn, it's starting to look like we're getting somewhere here on this guy. We're getting somewhere. Sophie, wow. We have a local cheese here, Lancashire Crumbly. It's a creamy and tasty. Lancashire Crumbly, that's the name of it. Interesting. Kim, the supermarkets all have especially cheese sections in them. And the best cheddar comes from there. I always buy the Lancashire Red. Interesting. Lancashire or Lance? Wait, who that? Who's that stumbling around in the dark?
Barfing sheep.
Oh, it's Barfing Sheep. Welcome, Barfing.
Tis I.
It is you.
Right.
What's happening?
Not much. I was just practicing the cello
Okay.
and forgot about space and time. So, hello, here I am.
Whoa. Were you dropping acid before you fucking did your music practice or what?
No.
God, Chris, you could have kept it topical and asked him if he was huffing GW paint.
Were you huffing GW paint?
Nope, but there have been some plastic glue in the picture lately.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit. You know what? Maybe I'll get a good dose right now. Yeah, just huff this Tamiya extra thin shit, right? Get that stuff. Yeah. Just put your, like, just wrap your lips right around it and just breathe it right in. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, get a real hit.
Yeah. Are you gonna get those GW scented candles and just huff those?
No.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Yes, they are a real thing.
It's a real thing now.
They even have one called, they have a Tau one called Earthreal Pheromones.
Yeah. I don't know who was like saying we need scented candles. Yeah, we need this. I don't know who was saying that. It wasn't me. I mean, for a long time, I was saying plush nurglings for a long time, and it finally became a reality. So I don't know who out there was going, we need fucking scented candles and we need them now.
Right, so I kind of get the scented candles because, like, it seems everybody and their mother, if they're a company, makes scented candles. But then I was sitting there, I was like, who the hell came up with these freaking names for them? Like, earthreal pheromones? Like, yes, I want to smell the stupid sweaty armpit scent that a towel gives off.
I don't want to know what the Slanesh one smells like.
I think it's just called, like, ecstasy or something.
Yeah,
What is this?
I mean, if I was in charge of like the scents, and
Slanesh one.
yeah, I would, you know.
It's
called the
Superphoric
scent of
musk.
pollution.
It's Superphoric musk, the scent of delusion. Yeah.
Either
And the
Scent
towel
of
one.
world. What is this?
Can't find the towel one. The towel one's earthreal pheromones and it's blue. The
The scent of expansion. That's the town one.
It's kind of lame. Not gonna lie.
What is this? Okay. I think that they're all out of ideas at GW.
yeah, it's towel
Oh,
earthreal
fucking all scented
pheromones,
candles.
scent of expansion. The only one that's vaguely normal is the Astra Militarum one, the guard one, and it's just Death World. Yes, I've always wanted to know what like a freaking jungle world of plants will like eat your face off smells like.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's
the most normal scent they have of the 40k scented candles. So.
right, but again, who was asking for this?
I like my catachans, so maybe I could light this candle and then put on like one of those red headbands.
Sure, but again,
It was a joke.
who was asking for this?
It was a joke, Chris.
I know.
Okay. Well, you said I had to tell you every time.
Well, you do have to tell me every time.
So I was letting you know it was a joke.
Right.
What's that say? Fucking soporific musk. Musk.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Barfing Sheep, did you see the link I tagged you in?
Yeah.
You're gonna help me make a bad decision.
Cool. All up for it.
Usually when somebody comes at me with that kind of proposition, I'm
This
very
one
leery.
is probably the smell of a sweaty crotch of a 10-year-old SNL latex suit.
Jeez.
That sounds about right.
That's fucking nasty, Kim.
This is the reason why they made scented candles.
Yeah.
Just create an uproar.
Well, they're selling out of the. They're selling the candles are apparently selling out fast. So people want. People actually want these.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nobody might have said we want these, but the market is going. Yes, I want these.
Well, maybe it's just one of those things of, you know, you build it and they will come kind of thing, and maybe that's what they went with. They said, you know
Here
what?
you go, Chris. We need way of the brush scented candles.
What would the scent be? I don't even know
What
what
will be the scent of ogre flesh?
Fucking ogre and gooch.
Whoa. Oh, you got him. I've never heard that laugh before. I think you got him.
Yeah.
I don't have a normal laugh. It's just varying degrees of, you know, the fuck is he smoking?
I just wheeze and shout, so I shouldn't say anything. It's the name of my new hit single, Wheeze and Shout.
Wheezing shots.
Wheeze and shout.
What does that mean?
It's the way I laugh.
Oh,
I get really,
wheeze and shout. Gotcha. Another one's got to remind me when he tells jokes.
Man. Here's the thing, though. Way of the Brush facial hair products.
Hey, where's my Chris Bello approved beard care product?
Yeah.
Well,
Where is it?
I mean, if you seriously want to know the product I use for my facial hair,
Oh no, I was saying where's the Way of the Brush branded beard care product?
oh, I don't know that
I'm actually interested.
I'd probably have to go to Mississippi because the company that I buy from, they're in Mississippi.
Oh, I use Swedish stuff.
What's Swedish stuff?
What's it called? Mr. Bear family. That's what it's called.
Okay.
But got like beard oil and amazing tattoo cream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From what I recall, the best tattoo cream stuff was always just a mostly moisturizer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't want anything with polysporin or neosporin or any of that shit, because that'll prematurely speed up the healing, and you really don't want that.
Makes scarring and shit.
Yeah. For tattoos, anyway. I used to tattoo way back in the day.
For some reason, I actually knew that.
Because you're a fucking stalker, is why. Don't fucking lie to me, you're a goddamn stalker. Anyway, yeah.
I remember the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
That's my excuse.
Yeah, same here. Remember all sorts of odds and ends, and it's like, how the hell do you know that? And I was like, I don't know. Who knows why fucking goofy shit gets retains in my brain. Which is why I try to remember more science-related and educational type material, just so I don't look like a goddamn crackpot. What now, Boop? Or is Boop trying to find scented Ogren candles? God damn it, Boop. Kim. And I covered in tats my knuckles to my ass. Oof. Totally covered. So I used a fair bit of tattoo cream. Yeah, but I imagine it wasn't all in one sitting, right? So that seems kind of extreme. Just have your whole body done tattoo just in one sitting. It seems dangerous, actually.
Oh Lord, you'd be a mummy of plastic.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to walk around in full body plastic. You'd be completely saran wrapped.
I only got 3 of them, but I thinking of course, always thinking of more.
Of tattoos, yeah. I only have one tattoo. That's it. Now it's very meaningful to me, but that's it. Not that I haven't wanted to get more. It's just, haven't gotten around to it. Other things, other priorities.
My mind is still stuck on the scented candles. That's absolutely bonkers.
It's just gonna fucking consume you all day, or what?
Yeah, it is. Why?
Adepticon 2023, when COVID is in the rearview mirror and Chris is allowed to cross over the border again.
Cross over.
Well, I mean, yeah, the river stick.
The fucking cross over the Rubicon. Fuck.
When you're crossing over this river Styx, you're dead, Chris. It's time to wake up.
Fuck. Apparently. Jeez. Sophie, no tattoos for me. No tattoos. No. Is it just the idea of having somebody drawing on you with a bunch of needles, or you just don't want to, have that stigma attached? Because oftentimes that's why a lot of people either do or don't get the tattoos, right? It's the stigmas.
I would say
I've been very strategic on the placement.
I would say there's a stigma, but at least in the U.S. it doesn't seem like there is, because everybody and their mother has tattoos now.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's tatted up.
Again, this is America. Okay, we bleed red, white, blue. Okay. Something. I don't know. Just a lot of people in the U.S. have tattoos. I don't know. Whether it be, they're for the military, so it's another thing. Like, a lot of people in the military have tattoos. A lot of people in fire departments have tattoos.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Shit, even police officers have tattoos.
Yeah, everybody's got tattoos these days.
Not really
I think it's pretty safe to assume that the stigma surrounding tattoos, it's kind of antiquated.
Yeah. Now it's do you have to like cheesy like tattoos, or is it actually like that seems to be more what the discussions of tattoos, at least amongst people I know, tends to be is less you have tattoos and more is it like the cheesy like WWE fighter tribal tattoo, or is it like an actual meaningful tattoo?
Yeah, like fucking tribal shit, barbed wire on the arm, and
yeah,
that's
stuff you would see in a WWE fighter.
Yeah, well that's kind of what got me out of it, because people would come up to me and with the most asinine ideas, and I'm like yeah, I want a flaming skull with bat wings, and I want like it's got a big fucking swastika on it, and I'm like, holy fuck, what? Like, are you serious? Like, come on.
Please leave the premises, sir.
Yeah, it's like, really?
I was kind of like chuckling when Chris was describing the tattoo, and he's I want a big fucking swastika. I'm just like.
People would just come to me with the dumbest of shit.
People asking for that tattoo at a tattoo parlor.
Yeah, it was just people asking for the dumbest shit, and I was just like, no, I don't want. And that's why I stopped doing it. I was like, fuck, no, I can't deal with these people.
I want no regrets across my chest.
Yeah, no regrets. Yeah.
Regrets?
Regrets. Yeah.
Nobody's seen a commercial where it's a fucking candy bar commercial in the US where a guy's getting a tattoo. And he wants no regrets, but the tattoo artist is sitting there eating the candy bar, and it ends up saying no regrets. No, nobody else has seen that. I guess that's just an advertisement in the U.S. But
possibly.
It does sound familiar though. Scented candles.
Greenleaf terrain. I have a tramp stamp that looks like a welcome mat. Blech.
Greenleaf terrain. You should be in bed. You should go to sleep.
He's on the same time zone as me. He's just down the down. I was gonna say down the street, but he's not down the street.
Joke. Okay. Because Greenleaf terrain at one point was all across Twitch. I would run into him.
Oh.
And we would tell each other to go to sleep.
Oh. It's not quite a fancy meeting you here kind of thing?
Yeah, except it was go to sleep. Very aggressively towards you. Wonder how many... No entry tattooed on their butt.
What?
No, Sophie said, I wonder how many, I'm going to paraphrase, and say it not as politely as she said. I wonder how many people have no entry tattooed on their ass.
No entry.
Yeah, no entry tattooed on their ass.
Oh, because of the bum sex. Gotcha.
Slow burn.
Yeah, that's one.
Oh, the bum sex. Gotcha.
I
Kim.
wonder if I should tattoo Church of Nurgle over it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Biohazard symbol. Kim, yeah, do you think if you're getting visible tattoos, I got that, and still these days people look at you funny sometimes. Yeah. I wonder how many. I don't know if anybody would get a no entry above their bum. I mean, if you're going to bother with a tattoo above your privates, I would assume
everything else is tattooed.
Yeah, I would assume they're open for business. Like if they've got tattoos around their genitals and shit, they're open for business.
Oh, well, I was going with the route. If there's tattoos down there, that means that's one of the only places there wasn't tattoos until they got tattoos down there.
Yeah.
Because there are people like that where they're just like a walking canvas.
Yeah. I've got a buddy who's like that, and yeah, he was, all over the place with as far as tattoos. He just loved getting tattoos. In fact, he was.
I think I would go as far as the arms. That's about it. I wouldn't want to, get them in places and areas and designs that I would regret, 20, 30 years down the road.
No, of course. I mean, tattoos used to be really, really permanent.
When they're young in some certain areas.
Well, tattoos used to be really permanent, but now you can just get that shit lasered off anyway. Now it's pretty.
Hey, you gotta get them lasered,
but it doesn't seem to be quite a big deal anymore. Well, tattoos themselves aren't a big deal.
It's not as big of a deal, but one of my friends, he got a tattoo somewhere while he was in the military in the Ukraine. And when he came over here, he got it laser removed, and it was a very awkward, embarrassing conversation with the doctor on where it was.
Where it was or what it was? Was it a swastika?
Where it was.
Oh. Was it on his penis?
It's pretty damn close.
His scrotum?
It was
Kudos.
The base of the rocket. It was at the launch pad.
Oh, okay.
His poop ass?
At the launch pad.
It's at the base of the rocket at the launch pad.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's a good term. I like that. I'm gonna use that.
It was a very awkward conversation with the doctor when he had that removed.
Why would it be awkward though?
Where it is.
Right, but still, I mean.
You have to understand this is a very reserved person. I guess not like conservative politically, but he's a very conservative, reserved person. Like he doesn't like, he doesn't really make rude jokes and shit. And
why did he get the fucking tattoo?
He just got drunk one night and got the tattoo there while he was still over there, and he moved over here. And just one of those things where it's like, embarrassing.
No.
You don't feel embarrassment?
No.
No.
Just no.
No. No, man. Because to have embarrassment, you have to feel shame. I don't feel shame. I don't feel shame.
Okay, so for people who feel shame.
Yes. There we go.
He was very embarrassed trying to tell the doctor where this tattoo was.
Went through all this fucking trouble to paint these little ropes, and I just got fucking red paint all over them. Oh well. I think the slightly darker red works a little better than what I had before. A little bit.
Did you use that good old Mephiston red?
Yeah, I love him. No, sorry, it was Flesh Terrors. Flesh Terrors
Oh, yeah.
Contrast. I love this color. It comes out so great.
I want to use that for some like weird bears that have sprayed metallic, and then I just go in on the armor panels in between all the trim on Chaos Marines. And
Yeah.
just put that Flesh Terrors right over it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's such a nice deep color, and you know when you apply it onto like a large surface model like a Space Marine, whatever, it's got like lots of area to play with. It sits right on the surface nicely, nice and saturated. And when you apply it like the way they recommend, applying it fairly heavily, it just does all the things you want it to do. It just gives you your base tone with deep dark tones, and it's a really nice color. But I mean, as far as GW colors are concerned, yeah, Mephiston Red is like one of my favorites. It's such I love like a nice deep crimson color. It's one of my favorite colors. Kim, I know a guy that has a big black X tattooed on his cock, like X marks the spot kind of thing. Jeez Louise. Good God, it's not subtle at all, is it? Kim, fun with the actual removal of that tattoo, because that one is not a one-man job, and they're usually one doctor and a couple of nurses. Jeez Louise. Yeah, Flesh Terrors Red is the best contrast paint. That and Snakebite Leather. Yes, I concur. Snakebite Leather is fantastic. And in fact, let's bust out the Snakebite Leather.
Let's bust out the snake.
Let's bust out the snake. Talking about cock tattoos, let's bust out the snake bite.
Bust out the snake bite.
Yeah, you heard me. Oh, man. Time we had. Holy cramoles. I've already been at this for 2 hours? Have I? Yeah, it's 6 o'clock.
Looks like it.
Damn. Where does the time go? Alright, so we're going to use this. I'm going to slap a little bit onto the palette, thin it down, use a little bit of contrast medium. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to thin this down because this is going to go on the ropes. So grab a little dose of that. Grab a little bit of contrast medium. Let's put 2 drops. 1, 2. Give it a mix. Snakebite Leather is such a fun color. It's amazing how it can be so dark, yet when you pull it out, you can see it's got these really great yellow and sepia tones. It's really nice.
Very nice.
It's very nice, yes. I concur. Kim.
That was the one that... Oh,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Snakebite Leather was the one that surprised me the most out of contrasts. Like, first time when I saw it, when I laid it down and let it dry, I was like, oh, fuck, this.
Yeah.
More of this, please.
Yeah. No, it's really good. I like it. And the first time I was playing with contrasts, yeah, it was easily one of the favorites of everybody that was playing with the colors, because it's just a really great sepia tone, and there's many instances where you can play with a sepia value on a figure and do all sorts of things, because you can lay it on top of cool colors, warm colors, whatever. You can just do all sorts of stuff with it. It's really versatile. For a long time, I used a lot of Seraphim Sepia, the shade wash, and that was a similar ballpark as this. Not the same, similar though. But yeah. Yeah, I think this rope color is a little bit better. It's pretty close to what I initially had, but I think I was applying more colors when I was initially doing this, rather than lay this color down. I think because, what did I use before? Zemeshi. And it shifted really far to yellow, whereas this is not shifting that far to yellow, which I like. Me likey. Gonna get right in the gooch. I almost felt like I was gonna bust into that Black Eyed Peas song. Gotta get gooch.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I use sepia ink wash from Green Stuff World a lot. Yeah. Well, I used to use the sepia a lot. The Seraphim sepia from Citadel. I used to use that one a lot. Then after a while, just shift. Because, like, even with the sepia on top of reds, it shifts because it's got that little hint of brown and yellow. It really kind of, like, when you thin it out, it can shift the color and stay very warm. But if you really build it up, it can push it darker. It's a really fun color. I mean, browns in general are just really versatile, and Snakebite Leather is one of those colors that's very versatile. You can use it for all sorts of things. You can even use it for painting.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's a controversial statement right there.
Mind blown. Yeah. Getting up into these nooks and frickin' crannies is annoying, though. I will not spend a lot of time on that chest detail.
I was recently able to get some old, like, 3rd edition Imperial Fist stuff. I got an Imperial Fist captain. And a whole bunch of, like, the shoulder and, chainsword upgrades. Kinda excited.
Yeah, that's cool. Those are good bits.
They're metal, and since they're 3rd edition, they're in that, like, aesthetic of the transition from, like, Rogue Trader 2nd edition to, what would become 4th edition.
Yeah.
Like Space Marine, but, I'm gonna use them. I don't know if I'm gonna put them on Primaris or not, or something. But I wanna, whatever I put them on, I want a color in that, like, 3rd edition yellow, where it was, like, very bright.
Right.
Not that subdued yellow they have right now. It was, like, freaking, like, blinding yellow that they use in, like, 3rd, 4th edition.
So you're talking about, like, a yellow that pushes more towards the brown as opposed to the orange.
Yeah, more a yellow that goes towards more orange than brown.
Oh, you like it orange than
I like it. Orange than what?
Orange as opposed to brown.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
At least when it comes to Imperial Fist.
Yeah.
Because I started 3rd, 4th edition, and that's when Imperial Fist was yellow, and their shade was, like, orange.
Right. Kim, you doing scorched skin in the brand on the beast ass? Possibly. I mean, I can make it look like a, like a fresh branding, or even, old scar. Yeah, I could do that. I could even do it as a video, like a tutorial. Just doing, because I'm pretty sure I've demonstrated it before, but I can do it again. I don't care. But I can, Kim, if that's something you want me to do, I can put that together. But you gotta say, pretty please.
With cherry on top.
With a cherry on top. I think the other thing I like about, you know, when you're just kind of like throwing brown contrast on is you can kind of just slap it right on. And even if you go outside of a detail, it's okay because it just ends up looking like, you know, weathering or dirt or, you know, anything other than just an error, you know, which is kind of fun. It's very freeing in that regards that you can just pretty much do, whatever, you know. To borrow an expression, it's a happy accident kind of thing. It's just, you know, you can just do whatever. It's okay. Nobody's gonna show up at your door going, "You didn't paint this right."
Was the painting police?
Yeah, painting police aren't gonna show up. You know, it's like you can just paint it. Just do it. Just use the colors. As the wise man once said, "It's happy accidents." Yeah, because I'm pretty much just hitting this entire rope detail and just... Yeah, I'm just going all over the place with it. And it's not really distracting her at all. Because anywhere it gets any kind of shadowy points, it just looks like shadow. And anywhere that looks like it should be bright and change the value a bit, it does. It works. Pretty darn forgiving. Contrast paints are very fun. And it's really kind of hilarious how it took up until 2 years ago for Games Workshop to create this product that everybody, you know, loves or hates. And then, you know, other companies start doing it and start borrowing it and, you know, well, we're going to make our own version of it and what have yous. Kim, Bob was great. Still fun to watch all the old videos of him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I host the Bob Ross channel on Twitch on the weekends. He only streams on the weekends. And it's kind of hilarious how people come into the chat. If you ever watch the chat on the Bob Ross streaming, it's kind of hilarious because people ask, well, Bob, how often do you stream? How come Bob never talks to the chat? How come Bob doesn't, you know what I mean? It's like, man, the fucking guy died like 20 some years ago. Yeah, he's dead 20 some years. Streaming internet services wasn't even in a thought.
Are we talking about Bob Ross?
Yeah, Bob. Who the fuck else am I talking about?
I wasn't paying attention to the whole conversation.
Got you.
He just started talking about Bob.
Bob!
And it's like he's been dead for like 20 years, and it's like, oh, they talked about Bob Ross. Okay.
Bob Ross. Yeah, man. Bob Ross. That's who I'm talking
about. Bam!
Bam! It's Bab Brass.
No, it's Bob's Burgers.
It's Boob.
Oh, well, dang. I guess he's not making any burgers anymore.
Let's grab just a little bit.
Oh, fuck.
Let's try this.
I'm late for dinner.
late for dinner?
Yeah.
Good God, man.
Dang.
What's for dinner?
Pizza.
Nice.
Just something simple because it's all in cooking and shit for tomorrow.
Sounds like the wife's home. I can hear her stamping around upstairs.
I'm gonna check out. I'll see you guys.
You're peeling off?
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat.
Alrighty, duder. Later. I think I'm jumping off here in a sec anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, now that Boop left, we can finally talk about him. This is a total dick move. I'm gonna talk about Boop.
Oh God. Holy shit! I had to mute myself because I had a massive cough.
Massive?
I tried to breathe like a fish. Or I'm a fucking moron. It's one of the two.
I'm not saying shit. I'm not insulting anybody right now. Ho, 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 ho.
I have not painted in forever.
In forever.
Yeah. For a long time.
What you been doing?
Uh,
Work?
well, nothing really. Yeah, I've been working. I've been... What the fuck have I been doing? I don't know. Forging a bit.
What have I been doing?
Yeah. Like, sometimes I think I live too much in the moment.
Too much in the moment.
Yeah. That sounds so dumb.
Well, it doesn't sound dumb, but I think I understand.
No, I'm thinking of another bloody project. I'm looking for like the old dwarfs, like the dispossessed, but it's really hard to find. Or whatchamacall them. What are they called again? The old dwarfs.
Which dwarves?
Yeah. The one with the Warden King and all that stuff.
I think they were just called dwarves, weren't they?
Like the Iron Breakers and those guys.
Yeah, I think they were just dwarves.
Dispossessed? Dwarf?
No, I think they were just dwarves. Squats in 40k. Yeah, not them. But yeah.
All the things they
Dwarf kingdoms?
sell now. Yeah. They don't have the Pew Pew Dwarfs. I want the Pew Pew Dwarfs.
Right.
Not the Cardin Overlords.
Yeah.
Because then I'll have to buy like flappy. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Found them. Iron Drakes. It's just me being dumb.
Well, okay then.
Or are they like multi-kits? You just buy dwarfs and then you can turn them into Pew Pew Dwarfs. Oh, look at that. You can.
Well, there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, or there's a whip, there's a way.
That too. All right. I think that's it for the moment. Let's see here. What did I do? The challenge here is going to be color matching these straps. Because I got really different color going on for the strap here and then continues on up here. I definitely want that to match up. But does the head and body feel like they are, well, not quite the same yet, but pretty darn close? I think. Kind of. Sorta. Oh shit, I didn't do the cloth on the head yet. Oops. You have to do that. Damn, what color did I use to highlight? I think I used Ushabti Bone, right? To highlight the cloth. For the highlights on the cloth.
Oh, I was not there for that.
Damn it. Yeah, I think it was Ushabti Bone I added into Incubi Darkness to get that highlight color. Because I got to do it here.
Ushabti Bone is the logical step.
Yeah. But so far, we're having fun. The next part I got to start thinking about, though, is we're getting this wood painted. I think the wood, I'm going to just dull it down. I think I'm just going to add gray to the brown. Just make it look like kind of old, dried, rotten wood. But the dude, the swamp bass, whatever the hell he is, what colors should his ass be? Not his ass, but I mean, like, well, yeah, his ass too, but like his skin and his overall color scheme.
Did you want to sort of match the skin to Gator Pig?
The Gator Pig? I don't know.
Like not one to one, but like something in that, like a pale green.
Oh, like he's kind of like an albino orc? Maybe something like that, you mean?
Yeah. They found each other, the albinos. They found love.
It's a real love story. The swamp boss found his pig gator. We were meant to be
pig gator.
Yeah. We were meant to be. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think
like almost like a Nurgle-esque without the rotten eel.
Yeah, I think just a very, very pale, warm green. Kind of like, yeah, almost like Nurgle green. Oh, shit, dropped him. Almost like Nurgle green, but not quite. Where not the contrast. Yeah. Almost this color, I think. This actually would be fun. So, Nurgle green is a very pale, I got it on the screen here, a pale greeny color. And that actually might be really fun for the skin, but what about Ogren camo? Look how warm that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, in comparison to Nurgle green, right?
That's exactly how I would do it.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ogren camo for his skin might actually be pretty fun because we can always build the shadows downwards and we can always bring the highlights up. And yeah, Ogren camo for his skin. I think that's the route we're gonna go. Of course, I kind of want to tie something green onto the rest of the beastie, but I guess maybe the turquoise helps. I guess once it gets slapped on, I think. But anywho, Sophie Weil, Space Dwarves, didn't they have those orange padded jackets with las guns? I've seen pictures somewhere. Yeah, the squats. Yeah, they used to be called squats. And they are a relic from the rogue trader days, as it were. And yeah. Sorry, I'm just putting my lid on my thing here. We're ending the stream here. Kim, why? Orcs have several different leather bits on the stuff. No point changing the straps. Oh, no, wasn't changing the straps. It was just marrying these colors up on his shoulder strap. Because it's very dark here on the part that's attached to his head, as opposed to what's up on the reins. I just wanted, some color consistency. That's all. Kim, yeah, you used Ushabti bone to desaturate the incubator. Is that what I used? Okay. That's what I thought. See, because I figured I did something kind of typical, and I think Ushabti bone, I think I've done that many, many times for projects and stuff, and so, yeah. Alrighty, folks. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Thanks for all the comments and everything like that. I want to thank Hail Boop and, of course, Barfing Sheep for joining me in the chat. If you feel like, you want to join me in the voice chat, well, it's only open for my patrons, so you got to be a patron. Kim, yeah, remember to shave your nuts. Barfing, any last words of wisdom?
Fucking scented candles.
Okay, fucking scented candles. Or are you are you saying fucking scented candles or fucking scented candles?
No, not the action.
Oh,
the,
okay.
Exclamation.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm a little disappointed now.
Well, I wouldn't stick my dick in wax.
Again. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I really need theme music.